Hey everybody, welcome to another episode where we dive deep into the myths that shape our lives. Today, we're tackling a big one. The idea that money can buy happiness. We've all heard it, right? Money can't buy happiness. It's a phrase that's been repeated so often that it's almost become a cliché. But how many of us actually believe it? But let's be honest, sometimes we don't really believe it. We see people flaunting their wealth on social media, living what seems to be the perfect life, and we can't help but wonder if maybe, just maybe, money is the key to happiness. We see those fancy cars and dream vacations, and we think, yeah, but if I had that, I'd be happy too. It's easy to get caught up in the allure of material wealth and the lifestyle it promises. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that more money equals a perfect life. We start to believe that if we just had a little more, all our problems would disappear. But is that really true? Here's the thing, it's a myth. The idea that money can solve all our problems and bring us everlasting happiness is simply not true. Sure, it can provide comfort and security, but it can't fulfill our deeper emotional and psychological needs. Happiness isn't something you can buy like a new pair of shoes. It's not a commodity that can be purchased or traded. It's a state of being that comes from within, from our relationships, our sense of purpose, and our connection to the world around us. Sure, money can make life easier. It can relieve stress and provide opportunities that might otherwise be out of reach. It can pay the bills, put food on the table, and even allow us to enjoy some of the finer things in life. It can pay the bills and give you amazing experiences. But those experiences are fleeting. The joy they bring is temporary, and once the moment is over, we're left searching for the next thing to fill the void. But it can't buy you true joy or genuine connections. These are things that money simply can't buy. True joy comes from meaningful relationships, from feeling connected to others, and from having a sense of purpose in life. Think about it like this. Imagine having all the pizza in the world, but no one to share it with. Sounds pretty lonely, right? It's the same with money. You can have all the wealth in the world, but without people to share it with, it means nothing. That's because true happiness comes from something deeper than just material things. It comes from our connections with others, from the love and support we give and receive, and from the moments of joy and laughter we share with those we care about. It's about the people we love, the passions that light us up, and the feeling that we're making a difference in the world. So next time you find yourself thinking that more money will solve all your problems, remember that true happiness comes from within and from the connections we build with others. Let's talk about the pressure. Imagine being rich and famous. Sounds awesome, right? But now imagine the pressure of constantly worrying about your money, your image, and your next big success. Rich people, believe it or not, often face enormous pressure to maintain their wealth and status. They might worry about investments, business deals, or even just protecting what they've earned. And let's not forget the pressure of living up to everyone's expectations. It's like being on a treadmill that never stops. You're constantly running, trying to stay ahead, but it's exhausting. That kind of pressure can take a toll on anyone's happiness, no matter how much money they have. One of the saddest things about wealth is that it can sometimes lead to isolation. Despite the opulence and grandeur that come with being wealthy, there is often a hidden cost that many don't see. The sprawling mansions, the private jets, and the exclusive parties can create a barrier between the wealthy individual and the rest of the world. This barrier can be both physical and emotional, making it difficult for the wealthy to form genuine connections with others. Imagine being surrounded by people who only care about your money or your status. At every social gathering, there's always that nagging doubt. Are these people here because they like me, or because they like what I can offer them? This constant questioning can erode trust and make it challenging to build authentic relationships. It can be hard to tell who's a true friend and who's just there for the ride. The lines between genuine affection and opportunism blur, leaving the wealthy individual in a perpetual state of skepticism. This skepticism can lead to a sense of paranoia, where every gesture of kindness is scrutinized and every compliment is doubted. This loneliness can be incredibly isolating. Even in the most beautiful settings, the feeling of being alone can be overwhelming. The vast, empty spaces of a luxurious home can amplify the sense of solitude, making it feel even more profound. The private beaches and exclusive resorts, while stunning, can become prisons of isolation. When you're struggling with the unique pressures of wealth, it's natural to want to talk to someone who understands. But finding someone who truly gets it can be a challenge. The stress of managing vast sums of money, the pressure to maintain a certain lifestyle, and the fear of losing it all can be overwhelming. These are not problems that everyone can relate to, making it even harder to find a sympathetic ear. But if everyone around you is caught up in the same world, it can be hard to find genuine connections. The social circles of the wealthy are often insular, filled with people who are also navigating the complexities of wealth. This can create an echo chamber where real emotions and vulnerabilities are rarely expressed. The fear of being judged or misunderstood can prevent meaningful conversations from happening. Real friends are there for you through thick and thin, not just when the champagne is flowing. They are the ones who stand by you during the tough times, offering support and understanding without any ulterior motives. These friendships are built on trust, mutual respect, and genuine care for one another. Money can't buy that kind of loyalty or support. True friendship is priceless, and it is these connections that bring real joy and fulfillment. In the end, it's the simple moments shared with genuine friends that matter the most, far more than any material possession or lavish lifestyle.
Breaking news.
We all love a little retail therapy now and then. The thrill of finding that perfect item, the rush of swiping your card, and the satisfaction of carrying those shopping bags out of the store. It's a feeling many of us chase, hoping it will fill a void or bring a sense of accomplishment. But here's the truth. Buying things might feel good in the moment, but it doesn't bring lasting happiness. The excitement fades, and what you're left with is often a sense of emptiness. You might find yourself wondering why the joy didn't last, why the newness wore off so quickly. That temporary high fades away and you're left wanting more. It's a cycle that can be hard to break, always seeking the next purchase, the next momentary thrill. But no matter how much you buy, the satisfaction is fleeting. It's like trying to fill a hole in your heart with shopping bags. You might think that the next item will be the one that finally makes you happy. But it never is. The hole remains, and often, it feels even bigger. You might end up with a closet full of clothes, but you'll still feel empty inside. The material possessions can't replace what you're truly missing. They can't provide the deep, meaningful connections or the sense of purpose that we all crave. True fulfillment comes from within, from finding your purpose and connecting with something bigger than yourself. It's about discovering what truly makes you happy, beyond the temporary highs of consumerism. It might be a creative pursuit, a spiritual practice, or simply spending time in nature. That's something no amount of money can buy. Wealth can provide comfort and security, but it can't buy the things that truly matter. It can't buy love, it can't buy purpose, and it can't buy inner peace. It's about finding joy in the simple things like spending time with loved ones, pursuing your passions, and creating memories that will last a lifetime. These are the moments that bring true happiness, the ones that fill your heart and soul, or making a difference in the world. When you give back, when you contribute to something greater than yourself, you find a sense of fulfillment that no purchase can ever provide. It's in these acts of kindness and generosity that we find our true worth and happiness. Section 5. True riches. Now, I'm not saying that all rich people are miserable. There are plenty of wealthy individuals who are also incredibly happy and fulfilled. But the point is, their happiness doesn't come from their bank accounts. It comes from those true riches in life, their relationships, their passions, their sense of purpose. They understand that money is just a tool, and it's up to them to use it wisely. They prioritize their well-being, nurture their relationships, and find joy in the simple things. Section 6. What matters most? So, what have we learned today? Money isn't everything. It can't buy happiness, but it can buy things that bring temporary pleasure. True happiness comes from within, from cultivating meaningful relationships, finding your purpose, and living a life that feels authentic to you. It's about appreciating the simple things like a good laugh with friends, a warm hug from a loved one, or the feeling of accomplishment after a long day of pursuing your passion. These are the things that truly matter, the things that money can't buy. Section 7. Finding your purpose. Finding your purpose is a journey, not a destination. It's about exploring your interests, trying new things, and discovering what makes you feel truly alive. It could be anything from volunteering in your community to pursuing a creative passion to simply being a kind and compassionate friend. The important thing is that it lights you up from the inside out. When you're living with purpose, you wake up every morning feeling excited about the day ahead, and that, my friends, is a feeling that no amount of money can buy. Section 8. The Happiness Project. Think of your life as your own personal happiness project. What are the ingredients you need to create a life filled with joy, meaning, and fulfillment? Write them down, make a vision board, or simply keep them close to your heart. Remember, happiness is a choice, and it's something you have the power to cultivate every single day. It's about focusing on the good, practicing gratitude, and surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. Section 9. Your turn. Now I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on money and happiness? What brings you the most joy in life? Share your stories, your insights, and your dreams with me on social media using the hashtag #HappinessProject. Let's start a conversation about what truly matters and inspire each other to live our happiest, most fulfilling lives. Remember, you are loved, you are worthy, and you have the power to create a life you love, regardless of your financial situation. See you next time.